Hi everybody, I'm Hector Garcia, CPA. I'm a fan of all things QuickBooks. And one thing I want to show you today is how to merge vendors. Now let me show you what I mean by that. When I go into one of my favorite reports, which is Reports, Standard Reports, and then I search it's called Expenses by Vendor Summary. One of my favorite reports because it allows me to quickly gauge where my money is going. However, sometimes, for whatever reason, I have a whole bunch of vendors that are essentially the same thing. I got all these versions of Walmart because I misspelled it when I was creating it, or maybe my client misspelled it and I'm the one who has to go back and clean it up. And if I have a lot of different versions of Walmart, I don't get a good sense to how much money I spent on Walmart. I don't want to go into every transaction and change the vendor name. So one of the approaches to this is to merge the vendors. Now, to merge a vendor in QuickBooks, we're going to go into All Apps, Expenses and Bills, and then on the option that says Vendors. Then we're going to pick one of the sample vendors that I want to use. So I'm just going to type WAL. So we see all the different Walmarts that we have here and filter that. That way it's only showing me anything with the word WAL, which are pretty much all the Walmarts. And let's say I want all the Walmarts to look like this one, right? Simple, clean, just Walmart. So I'm going to click on the one that I want to keep, so to speak. And then I can see the historical transactions inside here. And then I'm going to go into Edit and then click on where it says Merge Contacts. So then I'm going to click on that. And I know that this Walmart is the one that I want to go to. So anything that's the official address or notes or whatever contact information I have, this is the one I want to have in the bottom. So even though I started with that one, this is just kind of a good starting point. So I know this is the one that I'm going to go into. Then I pick the one that I don't want. Okay, let's say, so I'm going to go from Wal-Mart into the regular Walmart and then click on Merge Contacts. And then that will merge that. So now you see that I have a total of 4 transactions inside this one Walmart, the one that I wanted to keep. If I want to do it again, I go in here and from Edit to Merge Contacts. Again, I want to put the one that I want to copy into to be in the bottom and the one that I want to come from in the top. And then I click on Merge Contacts. And now you're going to see that the transactions from that one came in here. So now they start accumulating into a single vendor. Now I want to add one more note here. I'm going to go back into my vendors list. And then I'm going to click on this little gear button here in the top right. And then I'm going to click on Include Inactive. Okay, because if I include inactive, it's now going to include all the old versions of Walmart because they actually don't go away. I can search here in the search box. I can type deleted and it will show me all the ones that have been deleted. So I can filter just by using those. So now I get to see everything that was deleted, including those 2 old Walmarts. So they still stay in the database as a deleted vendor, but there's no transactions inside of each one. Now, if you want to bring them back, you can simply bring them back by clicking on active, but that's it. All the transactions from those vendors should be in the new Walmart vendor that I was merging into. Now, if you have a lot of vendors, that's going to take forever. So I have an add-on app called RightTool, and the Pro edition of RightTool has a specific setting for merging vendors. It's here under Experiments Pro, and it's called Merge Vendors. So I'm going to turn that on. And again, this is an add-on. I'll put a link in the description to how to download the add-on. And you must be on the Pro edition to be able to have access to these merge vendor options. If you click on this little eye icon, the information icon, it tells you exactly what it is and a quick video tutorial, which you can watch by itself, but I'm going to include that tutorial as part of this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Save and Refresh. And then I'm going to go back into QuickBooks. And in the same vendor screen, what we have done is we allow you to merge more than one at a time. So I'm going to type WAL again and press Enter. And I'm actually going to tell it to not show me the deleted ones. That way we don't confuse our list. So now I have all these that I want to merge, right? So I'm just going to select them all. Okay. And again, you can hand select if you want to, right? So you pick and choose which ones you want to select. I'm going to leave this one Walmart blank, which is the one that I want. And then hidden inside this Batch Actions button, we have this Merge Vendors button. Now, keep in mind that you have to have RightTool activated as an add-on to QuickBooks to have access to that option. So this pops up here, and then I have to pick which is the account or the vendor, so to speak, that I want it to be the one that it sticks into. So I'm going to click on confirm, and then it's going to go in and merge all of those vendors one by one. There you go. So all the vendors are merged. I'm just going to type wall one more time, press enter, and you will see that I only have one vendor for Walmart. I'll click on that, and I should see a whole bunch of transactions under this vendor. So then when I go and pull up my report, and I look at my vendor or expenses by vendor summary report, I can see that I have one clean Walmart vendor that has all the transactions. Now, if there's others, I got to follow the same process, and I'll be able to merge multiple vendors in one shot. Thank you. See you in the next one.